So this is no longer found footage? Then why is it called... Rec 4 Apocalypse. There's a storm coming. The plot. Aboard a cargo ship, tests are being conducted. Angela is one of those test subjects alongside 3 other people from previous events of the infectious time span. However, things are not what they seem, and blood will flow through the halls of the ship as carnage ensues. The Rec series has been on a steady line of great movies. I don't like any of them more than the others, and this one is no exception. They are all really badass, intense, scary, and gory. You also get characters you can root for. Manuela Velasco is back and a welcomed pretty face in this not-so-pretty series. As in, like, violence-wise, not the, series as a whole as itself, like the films, you know what I mean. She cuts some infected people up for sure. That's one thing I like about this series. Spoilers. They're not zombies. They are infected with a demonic and parasitic disease. It's one of those rare times that you can call an infected person just an infected person. You can't call them a zombie. End spoilers. To fill out the rest of the cast, we have a doctor, Dr. Ricarte, played by Hector Colom, who has a soothing voice and can really command a presence. Also, there's Nick, played by Ismail Fritzky, who you think is just a piggish one-off character, but you'd be surprised. I found myself actually rooting for him. The infected people are intimidating as ever in this sequel. I felt that them running through the halls and corridors, same thing, added an extra sense of urgency and fear that I was not expecting. Let's just get this out of the way. This is not a found footage movie like I stated in the intro. However, it is well shot and does have some interesting effects. Speaking of the effects. The gore, the effects, tons of slaughtered carcasses and blood everywhere, as well as bloody bullet hits. We also get tons of graphic chopping sequences with a boat propeller. Motor. Whatever. It's not the goriest of the series, but it still isn't dry. Monkeys are implemented into the story and are usually in CG form. They don't look terrible, but they could have had some improvements. The motion picture soundtrack, I thought this had some decent spots as well as some strong swells of musical sweeps. It has some pretty damn good music if I do say so myself. This might be my favorite of the Rec movies. To imply that, though, I'd have to like this over all the others. And honestly, I love them all equally. What a great way to end a series. Overall, I give Rec 4 Apocalypse a 4 out of 5. I'm Brian Gatto, host of Horror Show Entertainment. Make sure to like my Twitter and Facebook fan pages in the description below, leave comments, and subscribe.